Always believe in yourself, and your dreams will come true.
Good morning, this is Sheila from Loveland Centre in Venice. I'm going to bring you a project today from the art room, and it's called Zentangle. The project we're working on is a hand Zentangle. So the only supplies that you need today are a piece of paper, a pencil, and a black pen. Let's begin. So step one is we're going to draw our hand, and I'm left-handed, so I'm going to draw around my right hand with a pencil, and spread your fingers really wide, nice and slow. And there you have your hand. Step two is to take the back pen and go around that line so it stands out nice and firm. Okay, and step three is to break up this hand a little bit. So I'm going to go from this finger across, I'm going to go from this part around, and I'm going to do a couple of lines here. But it's your creativity, so you can draw the lines wherever you want. I'm also going to kind of separate some of those fingers. And then the creativity begins. You can do a different pattern in each segment that you've made. So the first one I'm going to show you is the half circle. So you do a half circle and fill it in. And then you do 1, 2, 3. And in that second one, you're going to draw some lines. Now we'll do another one on this side. Move your hand around, half circle, 1, 2, 3. And in that second one, just do a number of lines. And I'm going to do another one here in this kind of little niche. 1, 2, 3. And then another one, little one here maybe. 1, 2. And when you get to a line, you just have to kind of skip over it and continue. And do the lines here. Now in the gaps, I normally just colour it in. But you can do a pattern if you like. It's all your own decisions. Another finger we're going to do is zigzag. And part of the name Zentangle says Zen, and that's a repetitive motion that gives you some peace and quiet and makes you relax. Just that repetitive, doing the same lines over and over again. And you don't have to do it the same as I'm doing it. You can create your own different pattern. I'm going to do some lines this way, some lines this way, some lines this way. And this is a project that can take you an hour, all afternoon. It's very relaxing just to keep thinking what you can use to fill in the spaces. Now this one, I'm going to do some straight lines down. And in art, there's no such thing as a straight line, is there really? You can just, unless you're using a ruler, but you don't have to use a ruler. We're just going to go from edge to edge. And I'm going to think about what I want to fill in on that one at the moment for a little while. So this finger, we're going to do some lines this way. And I'm going to do some circles. Leave a gap. Do some circles. Leave a gap, do some circles. And then in between, I think I've got too much white there, so I'm going to do another line. I think I'm going to colour the top. And then I think in each one I'm going to make a little block so that it looks black and white. Okay, so it's got two more areas and then this band here left to do. I'm going to do some little twirls. Just to kind of fill in that big space. Sometimes you kind of want one that's kind of half over here, and maybe a little bit here. And then you might want to fill in some of the spaces in between. I like hearts, but you can do stars. Okay, and on this finger and all the way down to your wrist, I'm going to do 3 lines, and then I'm going to turn it and do another 3 lines in a different angle. Turn it, another 3 lines this way. So all you're doing is creating different patterns using lines or circles. That's a long line. And I've used the hand today because I know everyone has one of those at home, but you can use a star, a heart as the big project, and then, you know, just divide up the space and do different patterns inside. Sometimes you've got to kind of just stop and see what's missing a little piece. Oops. There's no such thing as mistakes, if you do a little line where you're not supposed to do a line, it doesn't really show, it's just part of the overall picture. And one last thing here at the bottom. We'll do half shapes, half circles in a row. And then the next line you kind of want to go into the middle of that circle. Then you put a dot inside there. And I think the difficulty with me is I don't know when to stop. But I think that's the project for today. I hope you enjoyed it. See you soon.